Yeah,
workers.
essentially, at what point do you determine, is there a particular formula that you use as you scale an organization to move away from having simply contractors or maybe even interns to either part-time or even full-time employees, but being mindful not to get overextended financially so that you now have too much overhead and you've not um, prudently forecasted for that growth. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And again, always goes back to your plan, Taylor. Like, so if you lay out your plan for a year and you say, hey, I want to get from, take the basketball camp example, 400,000 to a million. To do that, I need to go from point A to point B. Ideally you'd say, hey, I just write the check today. I bring on a full-time person. The things that are great about bringing on a full-time person is you have structure, process, goals, right? You can hold them accountable. Like there's a bunch of stuff that comes. Now, when I say full-time person, these days, more and more, they don't have to be employees. They can be contractors, right? More and more people work that way. So that's a separate issue. But that's greater financial risk, right? So I think that you make the transition when you really from kind of start part-time, start a little bit here and there. You make the transition when you really want to say, whether it's an employee or a contractor, I need that person to be completely integrated into their goals, the process I use to manage them to their goals, right? And there isn't the, hey, I've got the other job type of thing, right? That's where you want to make the transition. Now, that doesn't have to be day one. You can weave your way into it, right? But eventually you want to get people that are completely dedicated to your task so you can rely upon them and do your thing.
Perfect. Makes sense. Thanks, Michael.
Okay. As you guys can probably